What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran, and we're going back to their 1995 cover album again, thank you. And I wanted to give another shout out, not only to Philip, whose archive I used to access this album, which I don't yet have, but I mentioned it before, I'm going to get all the Duran Duran albums eventually. But yeah, not only has Philip shared a lot of material with me, not only has Han Solo shared a lot of material with me, not only has Izzy shared material with me, not only has Eli shared material with me, but Sebastian, huge friend of the channel, just massively appreciate you, always great comments, just really cool person. He's now given me access to some albums that I didn't have access to before, so there's going to be some Pet Shop Boys coming, there's some more OMD, some more Erasure, some John Taylor solo material. So once again, big ups to all the people who interact with this channel, comment on the videos, celebrate these groups, and talk about the albums, offer opinions and information, and just generally support what I'm doing here. I massively appreciate you all. So big ups to Seb, and once again big ups to Philip for this song in particular. And indeed, we're up to the tune Ball of Confusion, and I'm trying to remember, is this the one with the subtitle? Yeah, That's What the World Is Today. Yeah, That's What the World Is Today. And this is a Temptations song. And I'm trying to remember the name of the duo who wrote it. It's not the Temptations themselves. Like a lot of Motown artists didn't really have the freedom to write their own material. It was very much sort of like a label, like factory sort of output. But yeah, it was written by Page and Plant, that's right. Or no, what am I saying? Whitfield and Strong, Page and Plant. I'm looking down at the Zeppelin line. But yeah, that's the next one, which is Thank You, by the way. But yeah, Ball of Confusion, it was Whitfield Strong, and they wrote like a lot of songs together in the overall like Motown label output. But yeah, this is a Temptations tune. I love Motown singing. I have a very small reaction playlist for that style right now. I need to make it bigger. Again, I listen to a lot of Motown, a lot of like 50s and 60s singing groups. I'm a big fan of that sort of style, even though it comes from well before my own time. So I do like the Temptations, but fair to say this isn't a song, at least as far as I know, that I'm familiar with. I know like Get Ready and I know My Girl and some of their like really big hits. But yeah, the name of this tune doesn't jump out to me right away. Now, it's entirely possible that when it starts, there might be a lyric where I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I remember that. So, and again, I have a good sense for what the Temptations sound like. So this is one where, even if I don't know the song specifically, I certainly know what the Temptations sound like. So I'll have a sense of how similar to or how different from Duran's version will be. But yeah, I'm very interested to hear how this will sound. Let's get to it. This is Duran Duran, Ball of Confusion. That's What the World Is Today, originally by the Temptations. 1995 here on Thank You. Whoa. Whoa. Sounds like the beginning of a Rage Against the Machine song. Like Primus.
People moving in. Why? Because of the color of the skin. Run, 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 but you sure can't hide. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Vote for me, I'll set you free. Rap on, brother, rap on, rap on. For the only person talking about love now, brother, is a preacher. It ain't nobody interested in learning but the teacher. Segregation, demonstration, integration, aggravation, radiation, obligation to the nation. All confusion,
yeah, very different sounding than a Temptations song, I would say. I'm digging it, but miles away. Heavy, wicked, sharp.
I know it's on high, cities aflame in the summertime. Oh, the beat goes on.
Another one where I can feel the dad's away, not far away. vibrating. Come on.
Segregation, demonstration, aggravation, obligation to the nation.
I do not think the world's condition has improved since, at least in terms of clarity. Okay, the vocals in the back. Someone's going off. Ugh. Yeah, who's singing back there? I know, like, I'm aware Tessa Niles, that's the woman who sung on Come Undone. A couple years before this, I don't know if that necessarily sounds like the same type of voice, but either way, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Simon. It sounded like a female voice. Do let me know if you know who that was. But yeah, it was just a little detail, but it really stood out at the end. Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't think that sounds like a Temptations song, and if I didn't know, I wouldn't have recognized it, because there weren't any lines there, and indeed, there were some lines in there where it's like, is this a later Temptations song? It feels like a song that, like, can't be from their earliest era. Like, if those are all, if the words in there are all from the original, I feel like that must be a later Temptations song. But either way, I did enjoy that version a lot. Like, as I said, as it started, it almost sounded like the beginning of a Rage Against the Machine song. It had that sort of like growling, sort of heavy bass, and the song was sort of like angular and sharp and rough in ways, but I did enjoy it. And again, like, at least in terms of the sonics, I could feel Midazoland, like, not too far away. Like, again, like, I can feel the sort of like experimental wanting to, like, you know, thrash their way outside of the conventional box. I can feel it in that track. So yeah, shout out to them, shout out to the Temptations original. As I said, I am a big fan of Motown. I really do need to react to some more of that music, but yeah, let me know what you think of this cover. I did enjoy it. Getting near the end now of the Thank You album, which will be the final, like, regular album that I will finish. So still lots of Duran to go through. As I mentioned, I just started going through the Beautiful Colors, kind of like bonus material. I don't know if it's like a bootleg, but basically it's like extra material from the era of Astronaut. I still have a couple bonus tracks on, like, a few of the different albums, as well as like a bunch of like mixes, or, you know, like remixes of a number of the tracks. So it's still a lot of Duran Duran to go, but yeah, when I get to the end of this album, I'm gonna issue another thank you to all the Duran fans who really, like, transformed this channel as much as any other group. Obviously, there's been fans of some other groups like Aha recently, and you know, like Beastie Boys and some other groups like outside of synthpop who have sort of you know, really started to enjoy my channel and sort of comment on the videos. But the Duran people were definitely transformative to the channel overall. So you will always be some of my favorite people. Shout out to you. Do let me know what you think of the song. I will see you next time. Peace.